Alright. So, this will be a quick one. I'm just going to ascend 2 more heroes. This guy I'll save for later. But I'll start off with
Leave it to me.
them.
Ah! What the spark's all this?
What are these monsters doing here?
What's going on?
Why, little Junebug? You're late.
Console.
You know I can't abide tardiness. Too much fun and games, is it? Ha! Life is not a bed of roses, my dear. You must be aware of that, surely.
What are you after?
My. Why so sour, my little Uro berries? I haven't the slightest inclination to involve myself in a fracas with you.
Oh yeah? Then what are you doing here?
Dear, I am positively quaking in my boots. I am here to see my little Junebug, nothing more.
And you expect us to believe that?
You may set your hearts aflutter with whatever feelings you desire, for all I care. If I must confide in you a detail, I would like you to know that it was I who dealt those monsters a swift demise.
You?
I can confirm that. If it weren't for the console, we might not even be standing here.
Spark. If only I hadn't screwed up.
You're injured.
Yeah, my fault. I got cocky. Monsters got a free swipe in.
You may find it hard to believe, but I'm quite the assiduous type. I've been keeping a close watch on my fruitlings. But now that little Junebug has returned, there is yet more work to be done.
You're not angry about the flame clock?
Angry? You were the ones who broke it. You aren't going to apologize, are you? Besides, I've been aware of the circumstances for a while now. It has to be said, it's a delicate topic.
Delicate?
Yes, delicate. Do your ears need rinsing, Poppet? I don't know if you're aware, but the people of Tau themselves chose to break the clock. It's hardly my place to complain. I happen to be quite the individualist. Don't you know?
You're not making a lick of sense.
Now, Junebug, be a sweet pea and go on ahead, will you?
Don't worry. I'll be fine.
Noah, we're just letting Juniper go?
Juniper said not to worry, so let's not worry.
That's the spirit. Perhaps you and I will be able to see eye to eye after all. Oh, one thing. I have a job for you, Uro Berries, if you would be so kind.
A job? For us?
For you. I'd like you to procure some twine turf. For me.
Yeah? What are you using it for?
Someone's got to remove those nuisances for new life to settle in. But preparations will need to be in place if we're to dispose of them. Which is where the twine turf comes in.
Twine turf. I think I saw some of that in Yellow Grove.
Well, look at that. How fortuitous. That's a mere stone's throw from here.
Well, it's not far. That's true.
See? It wouldn't kill you to fetch some.
I know what you're thinking. But these things really are going to be a problem for us otherwise, so we'd really appreciate the help.
No, I understand. Let's go then.
Survivors. I don't know how to describe Yu's appearance. The frills kind of remind me of Triceratops, but it seems like one of those fanned leaves. Alright, I just need 4 heads of twine turf. Oh, it's in one of the story locations. How convenient.
Huh? Is that...
Now to ascend.
Man, finally!
You think this'll do?
Don't see why not.
I wonder how the console's going to use this stuff to get rid of the monsters.
I haven't a clue.
Everyone!
Juniper, are you all right?
Yes, and the colony is unharmed, thank goodness.
Hey, Juniper. Has your console always been like that?
The console? I don't really recall.
You said she pretty much left you to it, right?
That's correct. The console rarely ever visits us. We've met a couple of times, but I barely have any recollection of us talking.
So why on Ionios would she start involving herself now?
I say we get this job done and then we give her a piece of our mind. I mean, I don't really sense any hostility from it. Maybe it's fine.
But you have to admit, she's got a way of getting on your nerves, right?
Still, she is a consul. If we underestimate her, we'll no doubt be in for a world of pain.
Noted. But even if we do have to fight, it'd have to be outside of the colony.
Yeah. We don't know what she might be planning to do with the people of Colony Tau.
We should try to head back soon.
I'll report in
It's vital to keep a record of events.
the console.
Is that enough for you?
Wonderful, my dear Uroberries. Quite the speedy little workers, aren't you?
So, how are you going to use the stuff?
We're going to make it into a pulp and throw it into a bonfire. I hear it has the most fragrant aroma. No doubt the creatures will be drawn straight to it. A little assistance wouldn't go amiss. You.
Huh? Yes.
What a farce.
They're drawn to the scent, are they?
What is it, Tyon? You picked up on something?
Not exactly.
Oh, what is this? Oh, I do so hate the forest. What with all the bugs?
I agree with you, actually.
Right. Well, they do say that bugs hate smoke.
You know the type of insect I hate the most? The creepy, crawly kind. Oh, ghastly things. How about you?
I hate flies and mosquitoes.
Me? I've seen them all before. Can't say they bother me.
Oh. Such a tedious little corner of Ionios. Nothing much ever happens around here, does it?
You'd rather have a lot of work to do?
No, not really. I'm kind of used to it by now, though.
Well, of course you would be. State the obvious. Why don't you?
Oh, right. Sorry, ma'am.
Now throw in the plants I gave you, and we should be all set for the preparatory phase.
Preparatory? I always heard it as preparatory. Must be a British thing.
Where are you going, ma'am?
Oh, you know, I thought I might witness a little of that Uroberry magic for myself. The smoke rising from the bonfire acts like a signal flare to indicate the start of battle.
Yeah? What's that got to do with...
Crap! They're back! Again!
What?
Looks like you've got your work cut out for you. Oh, yes. You had better live your lives to their very fullest.
What? These monsters? Don't ask me! They just showed up out of the blue and started heading this way!
These monsters aren't from the forest. Why would they have come in so far?
I have my hunches.
No point guessing right now. Let's send these guys packing.
Alright, let's take care of these.
Appreciate it. Perfect time.
You didn't disappoint.
Slow down.
Heal harmony.
I'm not bad.
We can hit hard with the train attack.
Strong enough to punch your lights out. Gah! There's no end to him.
The appropriate tactic in this situation is fight first, whine later, mate.
Yeah, I know, man. Makes me feel better, though.
My dear, sweet little Junebug, I'll tell you what I'm trying to accomplish here. I want to see Colony Tau performing to the very best of their ability.
What?
I want them to wallow in regret, to agonize, tremble, suffer, writhe, convulse, and then die.
That's a lot.
You see, the look on their faces at that moment is the most delectable thing in the world to me.
Consort, I don't understand.
All that you are, distilled at the cusp of death to a perfect fraction of unbearable humiliation. However, teetering there on the edge of oblivion is also the moment in which you shine the brightest. The terror of death flickering in your minds, fighting madly in the hope that you still might live. A newborn babe could never hope to match that expression of horror. Only the march of time can crystallize those grimaces of wrath and agony, aged to perfection, like a fine wine.
They're coming our way, too.
Never a dull moment around here.
Come now, Junebug. Chin up. I want to see you at the peak of your brilliance. I can't savor your emotions if you don't ripen to your fullest now, can I?
Great. More of these.
First blood. Nice move, Kyle.
Gotta wait, Snake. This will keep you going. Energy grenade!
Leave the enemies to me.
Can't let you show me up, Noah.
Hard to use quick draw. Put this power to good use.
Oh, Guardian Commander is now ranked 20. Oh, knockback.
We can do better
Wait,
yet.
where?
Leave the enemies to me.
Can't let you show me up, Noah. Go home!
Sometimes brute force is the art. We can hit hard with the chain attack.
Sparks! They got Roland. Somebody go and help the poor soul.
How in the... Are we snuffed then? Is this it for us?
Stay calm. There's still a glimmer of hope. There aren't as many monsters as before. It's doable. Keep pushing them back.
We'll try.
Oro berries are a force to be reckoned with, aren't they? I hadn't factored them in, but I did get a taste of fear and despair, and for that I'm truly grateful. You must have felt such sweet relief when they broke the flame clock. How does it feel to have all that taken away from you? You'd better pick up the pace, or my little monsters will flock to you like a free meal.
It's the smoke. Put out the fire. Stop the smoke.
Oh. I think it's a little late for that.
I had my doubts, but I never thought you were so brazen as to do this openly.
When you crush and burn those plants, they make the most irresistible aroma for monsters.
So you lied about getting rid of them?
I said that nuisances had to be removed. Who said anything about monsters? I was hoping to remove everyone save little Junebug here, and make way for new growth in the forest.
You don't have to spout a load of shite, you know that?
I was hoping to see them savaged by hungry beasts, but oh well. Your efforts have managed to ruin a perfectly good tragedy. Again.
Again?
Did I not mention? Not a few days ago I recall that you intervened. I was hoping to cull some fruit things before their homecoming.
Ah, the monsters from before.
Yes, that's it. That's the way. It's the monsters that you encountered on that fateful day. The very same. Yes, I led them there myself. If they had feasted on your husks, I could have thrown them into the colony and given you such a fright.
Why? Why would you think of doing such an awful thing?
I took you to be smarter than this, Junebug. Be a dear and fire up those synapses for me. Colony Tower was ready to accept their fate. I settled on the monsters as the best way to deal with that. I thought perhaps if you were to see your friends torn apart before your very eyes, it might give you the stimulus you need.
You're beyond help.
When the flame clock was destroyed, and you were given the chance to live, you also came to fear death, and gained the ability to suffer, as you are doing right now. You've done well, my little Uro berries. Yes, indeed. The look on your faces is not something so easily reproduced. Ah, how long I've waited just to see those contortions. The perfect moment. Once matured, then savored. I'll not let you die easily. I shall see to that.
You consoles are all the same, aren't you? How can you toy with people's lives like this? You think this is fun?
Oh, I just love teasing my favorite playthings. Is that really so difficult to understand? Well, it's been lovely talking to you, but I'm afraid time's getting on. If you despise me so much, slay my little pets and try taking me on yourselves.
3 more.
I'll draw them. Perfect moment. Perfect moment. Let it all fly! Appreciate it. Go!
Energy grenade!
I know! Go! Quick draw! Let's go, Kyle!
Feel it in my bones!
The heat is on!
Yeah! Feels just like good! Liberation! Arrow! Overforce! Oriole! Dog!
My, you really defeated them? All of them? Well, you're nothing if not tenacious.
If you stay away from our colony without interfering, just as you always have, I'm willing to let bygones be bygones.
without interfering? You really are a model child, aren't you? I told you, I consider myself the assiduous type. Why do you think that so few make it to homecoming? In this pit that none know about or care about? Why do you think there are few threats to your colony? Yet your flame clock teeters on the brink of collapse.
Well...
Let me explain it to you in simple terms that even you will be able to understand. I made it that way. It was by my design.
What? You really are the lowest of the low!
I had the soldiers die when approaching their final term. I conceived your peculiar traditions, and I sent monsters to you. And when your numbers were culled just enough to maintain the colony, I sent you new recruits. When you lacked a source of life with which to fill the clock, I placed monsters of adequate strength for your succor. And it has all been for this moment. Ah, the length I went to, just for today.
I cannot begin to understand you.
Countless hours of painstaking effort went into this. But I am so very glad to have met a soul like yourself, little Junebug. Even your rage brings me delight. The fact that you want to kill me where I stand, even more rapturous. I shall contort your face into an expression of pure agony. I shall tear down all that you are.
The people of Colony Tau have been fighting just to survive day to day. We won't allow you to have your way anymore. This ends here.
Yes. Yes, I suppose you're right. My actions are unforgivable. Come then, do your worst. If you don't kill me now...
You'll have to watch as I slaughter your precious colony Tau before your very eyes!
Alright, let's do this.
Time's up, Console.
Oh, broken.
We are more than capable.
I might have the answer.
All right. I'll take one.
That's it, humans! I'll burn you all to ash!
You're in for it now.
This isn't the end.
this works! Wait! Everyone get ready! I'll pave the way to victory! Are you for the help?
Get hurt!
You're done! I'm on your heels! Now to finish it done! Not now! Keep you breathing!
Strike through! Upon this sword,
Perfect end.
Well, then, it looks like it's my loss. You've such power, my Ouroboros.
Consul Yu.
Oh, yes. Now that right there is the face I wanted to see. I'm afraid I won't be dying here alone. I'm going to kill off all your dear sweet friends, one by one. You will remember exactly how they died, and you will regret it every waking moment. Cursing your own ineptitude, wishing you'd done more. Avenged though they were, aimless anger will consume you. How very exquisite the look on your face will be then.
She's lost the plot. Big time.
This was our victory. You don't need to listen to this.
Colony Tau.
What about them?
We made a promise that we'd survive. And so, the Consul's twisted games are something I cannot entertain.
Junebug. So you really can make a face like that too.
And now I must wonder, did I do the right thing in the end?
I think that's what life is all about. Searching to find that answer.
Yes, how true.
Thanks. Yet again. Feels like you're always saving our bacon.
Now, none of that. We're all mates now, remember?
Yeah, Lance is right. We're all in this together.
Juniper, what's wrong?
Life is cruel, isn't it? Just when I stopped waiting for death and began to live for myself, why must it be so hard? It's just as the Consul said, expecting death would have been so much easier.
You're not wrong. It's not easy. And it never will be.
Sure, but it's still a sight better than doing sparkle and giving up.
That's also true. You're right. Life is a struggle. But I think I'd like to go on fighting for a little while longer at least.
Nah, you've got to dream bigger. Fight until the bitter end!
Perhaps I should. Even without a Consul, our goal remains the same.
That's right. And we've got to start by harvesting the crops.
Right, yes. We have our hands full as it is trying to look after ourselves right now.
Sure. Well, if you ever find yourself having a hard time, we'll be there to help.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you, and see you soon.
And more upgrades. That in mind. One last hero. Apparently, this one's the most out of place. There's no question mark for this one or anything.
Cat Triton's got you covered.
Let's see if my information was correct.
Do people have to make so much noise?
First, to check if I can make some gems. Nope. Alright. Looks like the information was correct.
So good.
You have to make Manana's battle soup for this, while Triton is in the party. Hillside Ferronis Hawk. Sure. Hillside. Isn't that all the way back in Aisha?
So, where's
Yes,
our
it
next
is.
port of call?
Sure.
Everyone, get some rest. This might get complicated. Noah, about our next destination.
Ahoy, laddie. There's somewhere I'd be wanting to go to.
I am not laddie, and I'm under no obligation whatsoever to listen to you.
Actually, there's a bunch of places I need to pay a visit to.
You can talk to yourself all you want. We don't have the time to listen to you drone on.
It was on a cold day, nearly 100 years ago.
Hey, don't just ignore me when I'm talking to you.
I was on a journey at the time, seeking strong foes.
What? Like you're doing now, you mean?
Don't encourage him.
One day, I ran into him.
Him?
Aye, him. An eccentric man, was he? Couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. But then, he ended up entrusting something important to me.
I see. But if this was so long ago, then that man must be...
Anyone's life is short if you look at it from my perspective. Not that I be trying to offend you folks. Anyway, this man, he handed me, I think it was a pot. After that, I can't remember a blessed thing.
You think? You can't remember? What are we supposed to do with that?
So what does this have to do with where you want to go?
Very good question, girl. It came to me suddenly that when he and I went places, I'd leave some kind of mark. I mean, it'd be a bother if I forgot where we went, eh? So, I left my giant handprints all over the place.
All over the place, huh? Very helpful.
Well, now and then stuff comes back to me. I just remembered I left one mark by a lake around where Gamma is right now.
Does the place stand out?
Sorry. Can't remember anything except that mark. Back then, I used to fly everywhere in a Ferronis.
You used the Ferronis just for that? What the... What a waste.
I suppose. It did cause a few squabbles with some other colonies.
Understatement.
Forget about that. At least we've got something to aim for.
But...
Of course, we can't just run around endlessly hunting for those marks. But if we see something similar to what he remembers, it might jog his memory.
Then I suppose I don't mind.
Sorry, folks. Just keep your eyes peeled for him and I'd be grateful.
Eye memories. That's a potential downside of being immortal. Your mind tends to haze up. Anyway, I know which lake that is.
So that's the state of affairs.
Judging by the lay of the land. There it is.
Is this?
Yar, there it be. That be my handprint and no mistake. As big as a whale as always.
Does that jog your memory?
Aye, my friend and I used to go off hunting a lot. I'm sure it was in,
That phrasing is very telling.
He would keep this thingy on him that he used to treasure, but blow me down if I can't remember what that thingy might be.
Well, is there anything else you can think of?
I only traveled with him for a short time, I did. Seems like I only have to blink and another human passes away.
You managed to remember this much about him. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here.
I wonder.
I probably should have asked before, but what even made you remember something from that long ago?
Well, it was while I watched our fair Nopon lady cooking up a storm, and it just popped into my head. I felt dissatisfied, like something was missing.
Food of banana not nummy?
Nay, nothing like that, miss. I love just about anything I eat. That stirred something. Day after day, he'd peek inside his little pot thing. It's come back to me. We were broadsided by a robin, and my mate brought out his pot. He murmured something or other about fermentation.
Fermentation? What's up with that? Was it some science experiment or something?
Queen's wings, what is in this pot?
Speaking of Vrapple.
Isn't that a ruffle right now?
On your guard, guys.
Whoa, level 62.
You gotta face me.
Oh, nice timing.
I'll patch you up. Stay with me.
You might want to surrender before we grind you into dust. Feeling good. Heal harmony. Let's go. Feeling good. About time we finish this.
Bring it on.
We can do this.
Oh, nice.
Are you ready, Uni? We are excellent.
Well, stick me with spines and call me a spike archon. That monster knew how to put up a fight.
A fight? That was awful. How the spark did you forget about that?
Look, whatever, it's done. Just tell us you found what you're looking for.
Well, I remembered one thing.
See? There we go. Reminisce away, old-timer.
Long ago, when there was no Colony Gamma here, back then it was Colony Iota and Colony 18 who were at each other's throats. Of course, in I blundered with no clue at all, and I ended up with both of them trying to send me into the deep.
Yeah, when I said reminisce, I meant about something relevant, yeah?
They had some guts trying to off a console, that be sure. Back then, just about anybody tried to have a pop at old Triton.
Right, I'm punching him. Noah, permission to punch.
Hold on until after he's done.
While we were fleeing the colonies, we made a little meal of the monster we killed here. Quite a good cook was my mate. Sorry, kiddies. Looks like there's nothing here.
Come on, we can't end it like this.
Well, I reckon it might be round where Lambda is now.
Then let's get over there. You might remember something else.
Was your friend a military cook? His cooking skills were pretty decent, right?
Nah, he just really loved to travel. But by the flames, was he a hoot?
Fermentation. That would mean either some kind of alcohol or some kind of pickles. Around where Lambda is right now. Where's the best place? Probably here.
Judging by the lay of the land. Ah, there it is. I see nothing's changed about this place.
But didn't you insinuate Colony Lambda hasn't always been stationed here?
Aye, that's right. That place be great if you want a good solid defense, but woe betide ye if you try launching an attack from it. You had to fight like a trooper back in the day, so there was no point in having a stationary base. If their commanders hold up inside, they're either very sure of themselves, or they're one ship short of a full fleet. By the by, see that big hole open up near the Piranhas?
Oh, that. Seems it's been there for some time.
I bashed that one open with these here fists.
Huh? You did that?
Wow! This is the kind of place my mate used to like to fish. And if he couldn't fish, I couldn't eat. I'd just sit on my arse. Well, I had time to kill, so I smashed chunks out of the cliff face every day. What man sees a wall and doesn't want to tear it down, I ask you?
I don't know what walls you've seen, buddy.
So, Triton, does that remind you of anything?
He was such an easy-going fella, but I never once asked him where he came from or how old he was. Now I come to think of it, I didn't even know wherefore he was traveling.
You didn't check in with your iris?
I wonder. It was all so long ago, I don't remember. Ah, but I know that when he and I arrived here, it was quite a balmy day. He peeked inside his pot, said that all the heat wouldn't do, then spoke about how he wanted to wait out the season.
What could that mean?
That's the thing about living as long as I have. I know it's important, but I just plumb forgot, and it ain't coming back.
Mate.
My memory's not what it used to be, but I do recall Rogals used to hang out here. We were once surrounded by them, I faintly recall. That was a hard battle indeed.
Bird up!
You mean, like those things?
Bird up!
Ah! This just keeps happening!
Ha! What be life without a bit of excitement? We can vent by beating the tar out of them.
You know what? Fine. Let's do it!
I'll draw them. Appreciate it. Oriole sword!
Energy grenade! Get them over and over!
Keep going, Uni!
Still do this!
Stay on guard for now.
Oriole!
Heal harmony!
Great!
Now I'm ready to make some waves.
I don't want to sound like Tyon, but I'll say it anyway. This is all your fault.
Ah, sorry, girlie. Why don't I catch you a nice whopper to say I'm sorry? I'll roast it nicely and serve it up to you. It'll taste mighty fine, I promise.
Anyway, we're not getting any more clues from your memory.
I guess it can't be helped. It's such a long time ago after all.
First hunting, then fishing. What are we even doing here? Seriously?
I'm getting fed up running about like a headless turkin.
Oh, you're fed up?
Triton, you said the pot was dropped somewhere, didn't you? If it was so long ago, who's to say that someone didn't pick it up?
Oh, I didn't think of that. Guess it ain't impossible.
Maybe so much time has passed that it got buried or something.
So now I suppose you want us to start digging.
I'm just saying is all.
Can you really not think of anything else?
Oh, there might be one thing. Behind Keva's castle be those hovering reefs, they be triggering my noggin.
There must be something there then. Let's go.
Hey now, boyo. What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Nothing much. I just think if this place is important to you, we should pay it a visit.
Alright, time to go behind Kevis. Find the hovering reef. Ah, nice place. Right next to a fast travel point.
Har, this be a rare sight. Ha! I remember these floating islands. Ah, there it is. Nothing. Guess I wasted your time again.
It really was a long while ago, huh? Maybe there's nothing we can do.
Aye, this place was already in a sorry state way back when. Must have been blasted off to who knows where.
By the way, your friend, Triton, how did he die?
I don't know the why and wherefore, but it'd be about the time when a beastie swallowed him down in one gulp.
Oh no!
He was waving his arms, shouting, "Eat me!" He was a bit of a loon.
He must have been, to travel with you. Maybe one of those monsters bashed a screw loose.
This has been nothing but trouble for ye kids. If nothing turns up here, let's just call it quits, eh?
Wait, that's kind of sudden. You're okay with stopping after all this?
It ain't the searching that's the problem. I can do that whenever. I got a bit more time than ye all have.
Triton.
But you know, I have at least remembered my friend. It might be my lot in life to outlive everyone else, but he lives in my memories and in my heart. Ain't no way I'd throw away what he's left me. Of course, I forgot all about him until now, so I'm talking complete bilge.
If you've finished being gloomy, we need to search every nook and cranny. There must be something we haven't seen.
You what? You were totally against all this.
I just hate leaving a job half done. Honestly, I couldn't care less about what he's searching for. And I don't mind if we never find it. But I just need to know either way.
Our words well spoken, Four Eyes. I'm much the same. Right then, let's give it one more shot. Oh, what's this?
Hello there.
Ha-ha! You're still alive, you wretched cur. Thought I'd taken care of you back then. This time I'll make sure you don't get away. Prepare to be outed!
This should be the last enemy.
Appreciate it. Heal harmony. Just where it has the most. Leave the enemies to me. Hunt your life out.
Going toe-to-toe with a big slugger like this, there ain't nothing finer.
Putting that aside, would this be our fabled pot? This thing was holding on to it.
That'll be it. It's gotta be.
Yeah? Is that really the pot? So, what have we got inside there?
Don't tell us you want to keep it secret after all we've been through.
Well, you see. What is this?
Don't look at me.
Oh, familiar smell. It's miso paste.
Miso?
That's correct. Can add miso to meat, fishes, all sorts of vegetable. It's all-purpose flavoring.
What? That's what we were busting our butts for?
Miso. That's right. Me and him, we...
Hold on! I'll have you out!
No, Frank! Forget about me. Only the pot. Only the pot matters now.
Are you out of your mind? You worked your behind off to make this miso stuff.
I'm sorry, my friend. This is it for me. But I put my whole being into that. I want you to take that perfect miso. You need to make the best dish ever!
Partner! Halt!
I remember now. He and I, we journeyed to gather ingredients that would match this stuff. But when we finally arrived here, that blasted monster went and ate him. And he entrusted this to me. Idiot! How could I ever have forgotten something that damn well important? I get it. When I saw the Nopon lady cooking and thought something was missing from the food, that thing, it was miso. To think that, all these years and decades, my heart's been captive to a simple bean paste. Does not sound stupid, eh? I'm sorry about this, kiddies. This miso won't ever go off, even if centuries pass. If you behave, I'll treat ye to a little taste.
That make my Nana incredibly happy. Looking forward to sampling legendary miso.
Hey, Noah.
What's up?
Gonna ask you again. Can I give him a real slug?
Just one.
Use this fabled ingredient to make Manana's miso soup. That's actually... more important than the miso is that we actually helped Triton remember something important. It's actually wholesome in a way. I'm thinking I could do some soul hacking off stream. Get some unique monster skills.
Every day's it.
Based on what I was reading through, we have all of the heroes we have right now are only three of them remaining so far, but we can't really do anything about them right now. I guess now's the time to resume the story, but I'll save that for next time.
It's vital to keep a record of events.
See you next time. Back in Cadencia, we'll head for Capricorn Peak to search for